Sam Eason.
And I'm Christian Kennedy.
And you're watching WVAN, Verona's very accurate news channel, with breaking news at 6 o'clock. And at 6 o'clock, we're reporting on the worst massacre in the history of Verona. This terrible incident has left the citizens of Verona in shock and awe. For more on the story, I hand it over to Christian. Christian.
Thanks, Sam. I truly appreciate your kindness welcoming, as this is my first video on set. Anyways, earlier this week, the deaths of Romeo Montague, Lady Montague, Mercutio, King of Prince Aeschylus, Count Paris, Juliet Capulet, and Tybalt Capulet shocked the fair town of Verona. Now to the streets of Verona. It all started Sunday morning when a feud between the Capulet and Montague family broke out on these streets where I stand. It was soon broken up by the fair Prince Aeschylus. The next day, Tybalt Capulet challenged Romeo Montague to a duel when Romeo declined. Mercutio took Romeo's spot and they fought. Romeo, being the fair citizen he is, tried to break up the fight, but then Tybalt went up and under Romeo's arm and stabbed Mercutio, where he died on these steps right here. Romeo, enraged, set out for revenge. Back to you, Sam.
Thanks, Christian. I stand where Romeo and Tybalt battled it out to their deaths. The bodies are not here, but as you can see, the remorse is still present. Romeo would not let his best friend Mercutio's death go unavenged. He caught up with Tybalt, tracked him down, and soon stabbed him to his death. It was a very sad death, but Romeo knew it had to be done. He soon fled the crime scene, going to whereabouts unknown, most likely Friar Lawrence. I send it back to you, Christian.
Thanks, Sam. The death of Lady Montague and Count Paris were just as tragic. Lady Montague died of grief after finding out that her son Romeo was banished from Verona. And as for Paris, well, Romeo mistakenly stabbed him right here in front of Juliet's tomb. That's 2 kills for Romeo this week. For more on the story, back to you, Sam.
Thanks again, Christian. The love story of Romeo and Juliet was a tragic and heart-throbbing one. The two fell in love at first sight, but could not be together due to their families' deep hatred for one another. The two were married in secrecy the next day by Friar Lawrence. Neither of the families knew what had taken place. Lord Capulet was going to force Juliet to marry Count Paris. When she took a potion that was going to make it seem as if she were dead. Romeo was going to come to her rescue in the tomb, and they could be together. No one would know. Romeo didn't receive news that it was a hoax. He thought she was actually dead. Friar John was going to send him the letter, but he never did. Romeo rushed to the tomb where I stand. The body still lay in that tomb. Romeo saw what seemed to be her lifeless body. He took the poison that he received from the apothecary in Mantua, drank it, committing suicide, and collapsed next to her body. Juliet soon woke up, saw the lifeless body of Romeo next to her, and panicked. She took his dagger and stabbed herself, knowing that if Romeo wasn't alive, she had no reason to live. The love story of Romeo and Juliet was very tragic. They just weren't meant to be together. Thanks, Christian.
Many didn't know that Friar Lawrence was an expert in plants and remedies. He could tell you that this leaf is edible. Delicious. If it weren't for Friar Lawrence, Romeo and Juliet wouldn't have had a chance. Now to Sam for the sports.
The fencing championship will be held this coming week, tomorrow actually, and is rescheduled due to all the bloodshed in the street. It will be rescheduled for tomorrow when the sun is at its peak in the town center. Tybalt, the expected champion, is unfortunately no longer with us, therefore making the tournament very unpredictable. The cricket championship is also this coming week, with the defending champion Purple Sox expected to win it all for a 6th straight year. And now for the weather. Here's Christian. Christian. And the forecast today looks like there's going to be a 100% chance of tragedy, 100% chance of bloodshed, and a 100% chance of heartbreak. And it looks like there's a chance for some slight showers. I'm Sam Eason.
I'm Christian Kennedy.
And remember, WVAN is your source for more accurate news. Thank you and have a good night. Oh, it's recording.
Let's do this.
Let's get this right. 3, 2. Hi, I'm Sam Eason.
And I'm Christian Kennedy.
And you're watching WVAN, Verona's very accurate news channel, with breaking news at 6 o'clock. And at 6 o'clock, we're reporting on the worst massacre in the history of Verona. The citizens of Verona are remorseful, in shock, and in awe to hear about this terrible incident. With more on this story, I hand it over to Christian. Christian.
Thanks, Sam. I truly...
I was fine, Christian. That's all you.
That's all me.
Come on, we gotta do this.